Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday, December 27th, coming to you live this evening from Brampton CAA Center, the Spectator Arena, the Big Bowl. The featured matchup this evening on Hockey Night in Brampton brings the visiting King Rebellion into town to face off against the Mississauga Beast. With the formalities out of the way, the handshake's done, the referee's ready to drop the puck. Rebellion win the face-off. Strachan pushes the puck in deep. We have a little bobble there by Loretto as he drops the stick, and now it comes around to Dobbin. Dobbin comes up the left wing side, tries to push it out. The Rebellion hold it in briefly, but Janicki throws it up to center ice. Now the Rebellion try and break in. Dobbin turns the corner, just pushes it forward. Now it comes back. We got a bit of a line change happening. And Janicki misfires the first time, but he gets it over to Jepson. Jepson pushes it up to Santos. Santos gets in over the blue line and fires it in deep behind the Rebellion net. 74 for the Rebellion comes up across ice pass, just misses the stick of 87, and it goes down for icing. About 1.5 feet wide of the net. Both teams get their first change in, and we got our first whistle with 9:09 to play here in this first period. Neither of these teams have never played one another, so we're probably going to have a little bit of a feeling out process here in the first period. And the Rebellion win the draw and they break it up. Blonsky holds his man to the outside. Pushes him off into the boards. Now goes back Silva. Tries to chip it forward. He gets it around. Now it comes up. We've got Goddard in a puck battle. He tries to push it up to you. Just misses Miele. And that goes off the side of the net. 5 for the Rebellion. Pushes it up. Comes up the left wing side, but an active stick by Goddard. Pushes it forward. Now Loretto. He turns the corner. Cuts back. Takes it in behind his net. Looks to come out the other side, just gets held up there ever so briefly by the Rebellion. And Westover in a puck battle pushes it out. Oh, and a bouncing puck, but they waved it off as it was offside. A bobbled puck, it goes over top of Soda in the back of the net. But they wave it off as it was a delayed offside. Referee's over explaining the situation and the call from his perspective on the ice. Looks like the Beast have dodged a bullet there. So we have a explanation still happening over at the King Rebellion bench. The fans all thought it was a goal first to open the scoring, but with 8:18 left to play here, we're going to have a face-off outside the Beast zone. Jepson on the draw, pushes it back to Westover. Westover, he takes a look, tries to bounce it off the boards, just rolls away from McDonald. Now he comes back again, and it just bounces back out as the defense play keep away. 93 for the Rebellion, pushes it deep into the far corner. Loretto shields his man off, but it comes around, and now it comes out. Got a couple of guys battling for the puck. Loretto tries to push it forward, but Jepson goes back for it. He fires it around, and we have Jepson, who looks like he blew a tire and took the net out along the way. Just had a little, ran out of real estate there. So Jepson gets his first hit in the game. Took the net clean off the moorings there. Now, scramble draw. Dobbin comes away with it. Tries to get around the D. Drives wide. The forward back checking comes back and pushes him off the puck, but now it comes around to Janicki. He fires it back in the corner to Santos. Santos tries to get it to Goddard. But the Rebellion with an active stick push it up. Now Blonsky, he pinches in to try and keep it in. Unable to get anything really going here. Neither team's executing crisp passing in this late game. Both of them maybe a little bit tired from playing earlier today. Blonsky over skates the puck slightly. Now it comes back. Blonsky grabs it in the corner, chips it up to Santos. Santos tries to push it forward. And we got a delayed offside. Taylor touched it up, and the referees say that's enough of that. We're going to push it all the way down to the far end, as it was an intentional offside. Hugh Jepson and Miele come out. Silva and Loretto man the point. Face off to the right of the goaltender, or to the left of the goaltender, and it goes in! Javier Yu picked up a loose puck right around the hash marks, took a wild stab at a diving shot and found the bottom corner of the net, and it went in the back of the net for the Rebellion, of the Rebellion's net. Yu opens the scoring with 6:50 to play. Now Loretto, he fires the puck off the boards. It goes back down for an icing. A quick strike. That's what the Beast were looking for tonight, folks. But we got a face off now to the left of Soda. Jepson on the draw. Tries to push it forward. A hot shot just wide of the net. Soda had to scramble to get back in and cut off the angle. Now Loretto grabs it. He throws it high and off the glass. They try and get it out, but the Rebellion keep it in. A quick centering pass and a hot save by Soda as he kicked it out. Now Jepson, he pushes it up the boards. Yu tries to get around his guy. Now they go back for it. 26 goes in behind his net. He reverses it. Now they try and come out the other side. And it goes back just past McDonald. McDonald now takes a look, throws it over to Loretto. Loretto now comes up the far boards, pushes it to the D. Now they take a look, bounces off McDonald. And DeJing just briefly grabs it. Now McDonald comes in, takes a look, tries to get it back out to the D to Janicki. Janicki tries to hold it in, just misses that. Now it's a 2-on-1 developing. They get around, cut in, and Soda cuts off the angle and makes a big save. Now they take a look, the Rebellion, putting some pressure on. Push it back into the corner behind the net. It comes around to Westover. Westover grabs the puck. He's in a battle, tries to get it up to DeJing, but the Rebellion push it back into the corner once again. Now we got a couple of Rebellion in there. They come out. They look for the centering pass. A tipped in chip shot just goes wide to the corner. Now they fire it back behind the net once again. They take a look, try and reverse course once again. Now they come in, fire it in deep. It goes in behind the net. Janicki's in there with a battle with his man. Now they come around, and Soda gets his glove on it and covers it up. 4:50 to play here. The Rebellion with their first sustained pressure held the Beast in deep, but they were able to thwart that offensive attack, and they're able to keep the score 1-0. Draw pushed forward. Dobbin throws it over to Santos. Now he chips it out once again, just unable to get it by a couple more. And it comes out wide, and Loretto chips it forward, but that's going to take it icing, and we're going to go all the way back down to the other end. So this time we're going to have a face-off to the right of Soda. Jepson with Santos and Dobbin. A hot shot off the post, the goalie's best friend. Now they take a look once again. Centering pass, tipped around, and it lands on Silva's stick. He tries to angle the puck forward. Takes out a couple of Rebellion. Now they're in the corner. Taking a look, they come in behind the net. Try a centering pass. Santos pushes it forward. Now a backhander off the side of the net. Loretto, he's trying to get the puck out. He's got help there by Jepson. Now they're away with it, and Jepson comes up the boards. He tries to break around the D, drives, he's held wide, goes in behind the net, centering pass, and a big pad save by the goaltender from the Rebellion there off the stick of Dobbin. Now they come back the other way. Goddard and Loretto push back to try and hold it off, and Loretto steals the puck. Now he cuts back behind his net once again, takes a look, he goes a backhander to Dobbin. Now Dobbin just has it roll off his stick, and number 8 for the Rebellion keeps it in. Now they go back to the far side. Silva, he throws it off the boards, and that's going to go the length of the ice for icing as they look to kill off some time here. Try and get a fresh set of legs out on the ice. And the Rebellion fans are trying to get their team into this game with 3:22 to play here. Draw won by the Rebellion. Now they try and push it forward, and Soda with a big glove save. He had to be sharp and see that one through traffic, and he was able to cover it up. Now Goddard. They try again. That one is wide. Now it comes through. They try and circle and come out into the slot, and they're able to hold that one to the outside. Now they're just trying to keep them to the outside. They push it forward, and Janicki pushes it back. Now Goddard kicks it up, tries to get it out of the zone, and does. Comes up, unable to get it to you. Now we got a delayed offside. Now the Rebellion try and come out the other side. Now they come across the ice. Janicki pushes forward and keeps the puck out. Now we got a board battle ensuing, and there's a bit of a break here for the Rebellion. A low shot and a huge save by Soda as he's able to withstand that one. Now another big block there by Janicki, and Hughes able to push it out. And then we got a delayed offside. The Rebellion were a step off there. That'll allow both teams to get another change in. We'll have a face-off just outside the zone here. Puck goes forward, and the Rebellion try and control it, go D to D. Now Jepson with an active stick tries to push it forward. Comes all the way back to Westover. Westover circles back, cuts back behind his net. Now he comes up the boards, and it just gets out of the zone. Now they fire it back in deep. They give chase. Try and cut it around. Loretto holds his man up ever so briefly. And now it comes around the boards. Just unable to get it. And now Jepson follows it up. A hot shot just misses. Jepson, he goes high and just around. Now Silva with a hot shot. It's blocked by number 93. Now they come back the other side, and they come around. Silva pinches in, tries to keep it in, and it comes out. Goddard grabs it. Goddard now tries to circle back up. McDonald has it bounce off his stick. Now it's in the middle of the ice. DeJing. Now we got Silva. Silva throws it up to McDonald. McDonald now comes in, and he goes low. And another rebound. And a big pad save by the goaltender. And it bounces around, and they're able to keep it out. The first shot was blocked. The second one snuck through. The Beasts were pushing the puck forward. DeJing had a chance. I think Goddard was in there. They were throwing everything at them, and they were able to cover it up to keep it 1-0. Now Dobbin gives chase. Flushes them out. It comes out the other side. Goddard picks it off. Now he's in the corner, tries to take a look for it. Goddard reverses it back to Santos. Santos is behind the net. He gets taken down. No call on the play. Now they try and fire it up to the far side. Janicki forces forward, holds his man to the outside. Now it goes back. Goddard grabs it. He chips it back to Janicki. Janicki tries to go off the glass and out of the zone. And the Rebellion just fired in deep. Now they come back out once again. A turnover there by an active stick from 87. Now Janicki tries to fire it out. And they just can't get it up and over the stick. Now it comes up to Dobbin. He briefly held it there, but then there's a turnover created. Now they're just kind of playing here in the neutral zone. And that's going to do it as you hear the buzzer sound to bring the first period to a close. Both these teams just starting to wake up here after a first period of a bit of a feeling out process. Getting their instructions from the coaching staff. So we're going to have 10 more minutes of stop time action here in the second period. As both these teams we got a situation developing. We got a situation developing here. They're getting some instructions. The referees are over talking to one bench. But I'm sure that they'll explain the situation to both teams. The second game of the day for both these teams. This is where the endurance gets tested, folks. 1 period down and 2 to play. The puck is dropped. Bit of a scramble draw. It gets pushed back to Loretto. He goes in deep. He's got 27 on him. The long reach, but Loretto stops up. He's able to push it back. Jepson has a bit of a stumble in behind the net, and the puck bounces off him. Now they try and control the puck behind the zone. They get held off there. Now it comes out, and Dobbin. He chips it off the boards to Santos. Santos tries to drive around his guy. He's got a bit of a break, but just now it gets pushed to the side. Santos once again gives chase. They try and control it. Blonsky, he just fires it back into the corner. Now Dobbin goes back for it. He falls down as they both went into the boards hard, but Dobbin comes back with it. Takes it behind the net, tries a centering pass. It's in the crease. Loose there for a second. And now they come away with it. Blonsky looks to drive his man wide, and Soda pushes it to the corner. Now Westover pushes it back, and Santos grabs it. Up the middle of the ice to Dobbin. Catches him in mid-stride. Dobbin now gains the blue line. A hot shot, and he tests the goalie as well. That'll give a chance for a couple of changes. Puck goes between Blonsky and the big 27 for the Rebellion. The referees say no icing. Westover pushes it around the boards. Yu now tries to drive it forward. And now we've got Goddard in there. He's trying to push it up, and Westover is able to get it up to Miele. Miele with a bit of a break. He comes in, just can't get a shot off. Now we've got the Rebellion coming back the other way. Goddard's back to help out. Now the Rebellion try and center it, and a hot shot, and Soda came across and made a huge save to push it over the net. Now the Rebellion showing some force, and another big glove save by Zishan Soda. With 7:42 to play here in this period. The Rebellion showing some pressure here in the early stages of the second. Passed it around, but Soda made a big save. Jepson on the draw. Now they try and push it forward. A hot shot, and it gets pushed wide of the net. Now the Rebellion try and take a look and center it out. They come around, and Janicki is able to push it forward. Now it comes back out. They go hot shot. McDonald blocks it. Now he comes out the other side. Tries to come around his guy. He drives wide. A centering pass. And a big glove save by the goaltender. McDonald got around the guy and found Jepson on the far side. Jepson with a great shot. The goaltender equal to the task with 7:12 to play. Face-off goes into the corner. The Rebellion try and push it around to the other side. Loretto pinches against the wall. Loretto moves in. He goes high and in the back of the net. Jack Loretto pinched in, pushed it off the wall, and found the top corner short side to make it 2-0 for the Beast. Face off. One there by the Rebellion. Now they come in over the blue line. A low shot. Soda just pushed it wide there. Now Jepson goes back behind the net. He pushes it around to Janicki. Janicki takes the puck up the center of the ice. Tries to chip it up to DeJing. And they just held it out. It just got out of the zone, and then the Rebellion pushed it in, but they got caught for offside. 6:44 to play. Both teams making wholesale changes here. Goddard wins the draw. Silva throws it over to Dobbin. Dobbin gains the red line and fires it in deep. Santos gives chase. He cuts it off on the far side. They stumble around a little bit there. And Goddard grabs it. Goddard, he goes low and just shoots it wide of the net. Now Santos, he reverses it back. Goddard, he gets tied up. And that's going to draw a penalty. It's in the feet of the goaltender, and now we got the first power play of the game. As the Rebellion are called for tripping, Goddard was moving his feet. He got tripped up. So it's 6:14 to play here in this second period. The Beast will go on the power play. They get their instructions here. Goddard puts his stick down, tries to win the draw back, but the Rebellion just briefly get it, and they clear it out of the zone. Silva with a backhand to Loretto. Loretto now gains the blue line. He goes between the legs and just over the net. Now Silva, he throws it in deep. Now the Rebellion try and grab the puck and ice it. And Silva just unable to hold it in. Now he spins around and fires it in deep. Now it goes up and over his stick, and Loretto's going to go back for it. Loretto takes a look, finds Dobbin up at center ice. Dobbin tries to chip it around, but an active stick there by 29 pushes it forward. The Rebellion aren't given them much of an opportunity to do much here, but Loretto, he comes in deep, and he goes low and tries to go through the legs. Dobbin to Loretto. Loretto takes a look, and it's at the side of the net. Goddard almost potted the one there, but it just bounced. Now they try and get it out once again, and they fire at the length of the ice. Soda holds it back. Now that's Loretto. He throws it up the boards, tries to get it to Dobbin. It's just held in there by the active forechecking. And Goddard pushes it forward. Now they try and get in there and get set up. They come around the other side. It's picked off there by Miele. Miele now gets around his guy. A centering pass off the foot of Dobbin. Miele takes a look. He throws it back to Blonsky. Blonsky throws it back into Miele. Miele's in the corner. Just can't get around his guy. Now they try and get it out. And Jepson rubs his man out so he can't get it. Now he pushes it over to Janicki. Janicki throws it up the boards to U. U almost had it. Now it comes back to Janicki. And the Rebellion just pushed them back the other side. That's going to do it for the power play. Now Jepson, he takes a look, throws it up to Miele. Miele throws it to U. They just get across the ice, but then the Rebellion turn and come the other way. They come in, Janicki tries to hold them up. And an active stick there by Javier U almost leads to a turnover, and Soda had to be sharp there with the big pad save. Janicki now fires it off the boards. Almost able to get it out. Now U, he bounces it off the boards and gets it out of the zone. Now the Rebellion come in the other side. A hot shot. Soda kicks it out to the far corner once again. There's a battle ensuing on the wall, and Jepson's able to pick it up, but Taylor keeps it in there. And now they can't get it past Taylor. He's got an active stick. They get around a few players, but it's bouncing puck. And it bounces just wide. Janicki redirected that one. Jepson into the corner. The Beasts are under attack here. They're trying to keep them to the outside. And there we go. Jepson gets the turnover. That's going to gain the red line and fire it in deep. Now we'll get some fresh legs as all 5 Beasts make a change. Now the Rebellion try and come out the other side. They stop up, briefly grab it. Now they come in over the blue line. And Goddard, he tries to push it forward. Now they try and get it off the boards and get it out. It's in the feet there. Westover's battling for it. Goddard's battling for it. DeJing is in there. Now it comes around to the far side. Loretto grabs it. He circles back. Goes the other way. He goes high and off the boards. DeJing just can't get it out. Now they get it out of the zone. DeJing and McDonald. We got a 2-on-1 developing. DeJing keeps it. A big hot shot and a save by the goaltender. He wasn't sure where he was going with it, but it was a great play. Now DeJing goes in the corner. Goddard's in there helping him out. Now they come back the other side. DeJing and Goddard push it forward. And the Rebellion simply content just to fire the puck the length of the ice. They wanted to kill off the pressure the Beast had on that shift. So with 1:34 to play, the Beast are up 2-0 here late in stages of the second period. Face-off won by the Rebellion. They try and come out the left wing side and chip it up the wall. Now we got a 2-on-1 developing. Blonsky tries to drive wide, and a great diving play by James Blonsky as he breaks up the 2-on-1. Goddard pushes the puck forward to Santos. Santos gets it around. Now they come in. Santos and Dobbin. And Dobbin with a hot shot. It's in the crease. Bouncing around. A big save by the goaltender there as Dobbin was in alone. Last minute to play in the second period here. And the Rebellion under pressure once again. They try and get the puck out. They break it up once again. We've got numbers coming back. Loretto and Soda redirects that one wide. Now we've got another break happening here. And Jepson's in. He gets held to the outside. He's surrounded by a couple of Rebellion. And Dobbin comes in to help him out. And the Rebellion try and fire it around the corner, but Hughes there to pick it up. He gets rubbed off the puck. It's in behind the net. And they try and come back out the left wing side. Off a skate at center ice. And now they try and bring it in, but Javier U is there to pick it off. That's going to do it for the second period, folks, with 2 seconds remaining. Janicki will go back and just make sure nothing happens there. So we head to the third with the Beasts up 2-0. As we said, these late games in these tournaments You've already played one earlier today. You're trying to save a little bit of energy, having an afternoon nap, and then it all comes down to this third period. 15 minutes of stop time action coming up, folks. Both these teams are making sure the fans are getting their money's worth tonight. As you can see, it was paint the rink purple night tonight. Everybody looks like a seat.
Logan Dog.
But it's a sellout crowd. Over 5,000 strong packed into this rink. I'll tell you, I looked over at the bar, they were bringing in extra kegs. I don't think the parents had enough over the holidays, so they're going to try and empty it out again tonight. And the Rebellion are cheered by their fans as they come out into the playing surface for this third period. And the Beasts get ready for some third period action themselves. Jepson, Santos, and Dobbin, Loretto, and Silva to start it off. Jepson wins the draw back to Loretto. Loretto throws it up, hits Dobbin. Dobbin comes in over the blue line, takes a look, pushes it over, just puts it in behind Jepson. Now they come back the other way. It goes off as Santos is skating back to the blue line. The Rebellion gain the zone. They try and push it forward. And Westover with an active stick pushes it out. And now Silva tries to throw it to the D. And we got a turnover there. Santos, he tries to get ahead of his guy. They puck battle for both of those players. As 28 and 29 did everything they could for it. Now we got a break here. And they come back. And a hot shot. And Soda with a big save. Blonsky cut the angle off there and skated back as hard as he could. A weak shot went in and Soda was up to the task with 14-14 to play here in this third period. Now we got a face off to the right of Soda. Goddard leans in. He wins it back. Blonsky throws it around to DeJing. It comes around the boards. They hold it in ever so briefly. A hot shot tipped just wide of the net. Now they circle reverse course and they shoot it over the net once again. Now Blonsky grabs it. Blonsky just has it go off his stick. Now DeJing. DeJing, he comes across, takes a look. Matteo DeJing with a backhand. Pushes it into the corner. Now he's in there battling for it. Goddard comes back to help him out. Janicki tries to pick it up. Now McDonald, he throws it far side. And it's picked off there by the Rebellion. Now they come in, get around a couple of guys. And Janicki thwarts him and keeps him to the outside. Now they come back in. It goes in behind the net. Westover, he throws it around the boards. Goddard tries to push it forward now, and Westover keeps his man to the outside once again. Goddard's in there to help out. Goddard tries to chip it off the boards. A hot shot there, a high stick, but the Rebellion touched it up next, so the play keeps going. A hot shot, and Soda covers it up. With 12:56 to play, the Rebellion had a little bit of pressure there. Soda was equal to the task and was able to stop the puck and get a whistle, so they could get a big wholesale change here for both teams. So we got another face-off to the right of Soda. Scramble draw goes back to Mikey Silva. He fires it around to Javier Yu. Yu tries to chip it off the boards. Now he's almost able to get it out, but he's got 3 or 4 Rebellion on him. And they push it forward. They come back, and another shot wide of the net. A bouncing puck in behind the net. Loretto and Jepson are back there. There's a couple of Rebellion. Now they're trying to figure out where to go with it. They cut back. Silva holds him to the outside. A hot shot redirected into the far corner. Now Loretto and Jepson try and hold them back, and Jepson comes away with it. And now it comes out. Miele. He's caught from behind there. No worse for wear, but now the Rebellion, they break it out. They come in over the blue line. Silva tries to hold his man to the outside, and it goes through the crease once again. A diving stab at it there by Jepson, and now Silva grabs it. Silva, he throws it high and off the glass, and that goes out of the field of play. Good thing it went off the ice first, or off the glass first. We don't like those penalties. For delay of game or anything like that, although we believe that might only be at the professional level. Goddard leans in on the draw once again. He gets tossed. The referee says they've seen enough of this supposed cheating, but we don't believe that to be the case. A scrambled draw. Santos pushes it forward to Dobbin, and now they try and get it out once again. And the referee says that's offside. So the Beast will go out and touch up, and that'll give the Rebellion a chance to try and set things up. But the fast attack there, and it goes off Goddard. Now they come back out. A couple of turnovers, and the Rebellion are away. Now they're holding it up. Janicki's on the boards, keeping it tight there, just trying to kill some time. Now they try and come into the middle of the ice. Soda cuts off the angle. Now they try and come back out. They go to the D. And the net is off the moorings. So that's going to bring a whistle. With 10:56 to play here in this third period. Jepson comes in for the draw. The Rebellion grab it. And Soda just pushes that one up and over the net with his big glove. Westover chips it out to the center ice area. They fire it back in deep. Soda had to be sharp. He flips it to Loretto at the side of the net. Loretto now tries to chip it off the boards and get it out. Now it comes back. It's in the feet of Dobbin. And the Rebellion grab it quickly. A quick little turnover. They go back to the point. A hot shot. Tipped, and Soda had to be sharp on the redirection, and he grabbed it with his glove. And got another whistle with 10:24 to play. Both teams make changes here. Goddard wins the draw back to Silva. Silva throws it around to DeJing. DeJing chips it out, and that's going to go the length of the ice, and we've got an icing. It was about 2.5 feet extra there. So the Rebellion call a timeout here with 10:11 to play. Try and get their skating legs going here. The Beast are going to get their marching orders as well. We have a face-off deep in the Beast zone. Referee's getting ready to blow the whistle here as he counts to 30. And now we've got McDonald, DeJing, Goddard, Blonsky, and Silva come out. Face-off one there. Now the Rebellion try and control it. They go far side. A stick there pushes the puck wide. And it looks like the Beast are going to go on the penalty kill. Silva's going to go off for hooking. So the Beast are going to have to kill off their first penalty here with 9:58 to play in the period. The Rebellion win the draw, but it just sneaks out and over the blue line. Now they take a look and go D to D. They try and push the puck forward, and they come back. The D throws it up to the winger, into the center of the ice. A hot shot, and into the net. The Rebellion player was sitting at the side of the net, and he was able to get a redirected puck that bounced off something and found his stick, and he cuts the lead in half to make it 2-1. So with 9:42 to play, the Beast are gonna be tested here. See what they got in the last 10 minutes of this game. They try and push it forward. Westover, he grabs the puck. Now it sits in just inside the blue line. About 6 players over there, and now it comes back to Westover. He throws it off the boards. Just misses Miele. Now Goddard tries to chip it up. He hits Miele. And now he tries to throw it forward. Blonsky grabs it. He throws it off the boards. Goddard tries to chip it around his guy, but it comes back up to the center ice. Now they try and break it up the middle of the ice. Couple of bouncing plays, and it just shot wide of the net. Javier Yu now picks it up. He tries to get it off the boards and out, but the Rebellion are able to keep it in. Miele now grabs it on the turnover, and it just splits a couple of the Rebellion and gets out of the zone. Now we got a delayed offside happening here. So Westover, he goes in behind his net, takes a look. He fires it off the boards, hits Miele. Miele chips it up, and he puts a nice soft curl on that, so it goes the length of the ice. Now the Rebellion come out and try and come up the left wing wall. Janicki able to briefly hold it in. Now there's a turnover there, and the Rebellion come out the other side. Loretto looks to man up his guy, and he pushes him wide, and Soda covers it up with 8:13 to play here in this third period. Soda with a big stop. Gets a whistle. Draw goes into the corner. The Rebellion in behind the net with it. Now they try and come out. They take it back to the D. A block shot there. And now we've got another penalty here. Janicki's going off for cross-checking with an even 8 minutes to play in the period. I'm not sure I saw it, but the referee, he spotted it from center ice. I guess he had a better vantage point being down there. And now Blonsky, he picks the puck up and he fires at the length of the ice. Now the Rebellion try and spread the D. As they've got a guy sitting high. Loretto had him covered off. Now the puck is just in the zone. And that time, Santos fires at the length of the ice. So the Rebellion go back and touch it up behind their net. Number 11, he tries to come up the far boards to 29. 29 comes up the center of the ice, hits his man in stride. Now he comes in, and Soda just bobbled that one, but he was able to get it out, keep it to the far corner. Now it goes back down. They come back the other way. Goddard on the turnover, and he fires it low and into the belly of the beast. And now it comes back out. And Goddard goes top shelf to make it 3-1. A short-handed goal on a turnover with sustained pressure. Goddard created the first turnover, took a weak shot. They were debating on playing it, then they ended up playing it, and it landed on his stick. And he buried it. High glove with 6:56 to play. 57 seconds remaining in Janicki's penalty. Westover now. It throws it up the center. Now Miele's up there, Dobbin, and they try and get it going in a ferocious attack. Miele just tries to push it forward. Now the Rebellion come back the other way. They throw him high, and Soda, he turns it into the corner. Now they're behind the net. They take a look, a centering pass. It comes back out to the D, Miele. He tries to grab it, and he throws a backhander out to the middle of the ice. Now it comes back the other way. They come to the far side. They try and break it up. And Silva holds his man, and he's able to fire it the length of the ice. So we got 10 seconds remaining here in this penalty. And now Janicki, he comes out guns a-blazing. He tries to chip it up. Now they come off. Janicki's going off. They get their three forwards out. It goes in behind the net. And Goddard on another turnover. And it's briefly in there. Goddard now. He's got his stick being hounded. Dobbin, he throws it back to Goddard. Goddard tries to get all over his guy. Dobbin's in there helping him out. Now Silva, he throws it over to Loretto. Loretto with a hot shot. Tipped. And Dobbin's in there and he gets dragged down. Now it comes back out to the other side. Silva, he throws it in deep. Now it comes back to the other side. And they try and fire it out once again. Silva now takes a look. Chips it off the boards to Goddard. Oh, just overskates it. McDonald tries to rub his guy out, and Goddard gets it. Now Goddard comes in. And it just gets past McDonald. Now they try and come back out the other way. Westover tries to hold his man to the outside. They hold him. Now it comes back out, and it finds the back of the net with 4:42 to play. The puck was laying there. The Rebellion were able to grab it, and they had a hot shot. And it went in the back of the net. A couple of guys overskated that one, I believe. And a turnover created there makes it 3-2. Fasten your seatbelt, folks. We're in for an exciting finish here. 4:41 to play. Now we've got it. Janicki tries to throw it up the boards. Santos tries to chip it by his guy. Now DeJing almost had it there. Now they come back the other side, the Rebellion. A hot shot. Soda with a big blocker save. And Loretto gets it out of the zone. DeJing gets it up to Santos. Santos just gets pushed off the puck. Now they try and get it past Janicki. Now they come in. Jepson helps Blonsky out, and they're able to have a good back check. It hits Blonsky and comes out to the center of the ice. Now Jepson grabs it. He throws a backhand off the boards, and they're able to get it out once again. Now it goes in deep. Blonsky got a couple of Rebellion on him. He tries to chip it off the boards. DeJing is in a battle there, and he just gets it out to the center of the ice. Now the Rebellion fire it back in deep. Blonsky throws it into the far corner, but the Rebellion pick it up. It bounces around and through a wide open crease. As you can see by everybody standing up there, folks. Now there's a bit of a break. Dobbin, he tries to come in. Defensive play there by the Rebellion. Half the rink thought it was a penalty. The other half thought it was a great play. Now the Rebellion try and fire it into the corner. Dobbin grabs the puck. He tries to chip it up and over. It goes in deep now. And we've got a whistle for icing. So with 2:46 to play, we're going to have a face-off to the left of Soda. Goddard wins the draw back. Loretto chips it up the boards. And Dom just gets it out of the zone. Now it's sitting at center ice. Everybody's diving at pucks now. Just trying to kill the clock here with 2:30 to play. The Rebellion try and come out the other side now. It goes back. Loretto grabs it. He throws it off the boards. Tries to get it to Miele. And it just squeezes out and over the blue line. Now the Rebellion fire it back in deep. Loretto takes a look. He throws it over to Silva. Silva throws it up to Santos. Santos cuts in. And he goes shelf! Alex Santos Jr. with 2:02 to play. Makes it a 4-2 game. That gives them some life, folks, and extends the lead. A little bit of breathing room. Santos, Goddard, and DeJing. Now they push it back. Blonsky tries to push it forward. It goes all the way back. And now Westover. He grabs the puck. He fires a high shot around the boards. DeJing chips it off the boards. Just can't get it past the other defenseman. Now the Rebellion try and come in once again with 1:42 to play. Westover's active stick pushes it far. Now Goddard grabs it. He smells a net and he fires it the length of the ice. Just not going to get there. Now they come back the other side. They come across the far side, up the middle of the ice. And it comes just unable to get it out of the zone. Now they try and come around. Bounced off a couple of players, and it's back out into the zone. Loretto now grabs the puck. Loretto off the glass. Just unable to get it out of the zone. Goddard now. Goddard goes high. Javier Yu now. He sees the empty net and just goes wide. McDonald in behind the net. Has it bounce off his stick. Now they come back the other side. Goddard tries to keep it out. Now they come back the other side. Westover tries to hold him, and he pushes him into the boards. So with 36 seconds remaining, the Beast are going to go on the penalty kill. So with 36 seconds remaining in the game, we've got some fans. So we've got well, it looks like it's Janicki and Mochi are going off. Not really sure what the call is here. So with 36.7 seconds remaining here, the Beast are holding a 2-goal lead. as everybody gets sorted out here. The referee's ready to blow his whistle and get this game underway. We're going to end the game 5-on-5, but the Rebellion have pulled the goalie, so they'll have 6 skaters out. The Rebellion trying to figure out who's on the ice here as they pull a player off. So we have a face-off to the right of Soda. It goes back in behind the net. They try and center it out. And the Beast are happy just to push that one the length of the ice. It's not going to get down there for icing. So with 25 seconds remaining, the Rebellion try and stretch the ice. They throw it up to the middle. Everybody's coming back now. They push it to the corner. And they fire the puck out. It's held in there by the Rebellion. They circle, a hot shot, and Soda with a big glove save with 6 seconds remaining. We're going to have a clock malfunction. There was 6 seconds remaining. They let it run down to 0.8. So we're just going to have to wait to tie this bow up and seal the game. Now we got 70 seconds on the clock. A little bit of a malfunction there, I think. I think they want to put 7 up. We'll have the last face-off of the night to the left of Soda. And everybody here has a feeling that there's a little bit more time left on the clock. They lean in for the draw. Dobbin pushes it back. That, folks, is going to do it as Jepson pushes it forward. And Soda now chips it out. And the Beast win the game 4-2. An excellent game this evening, folks. We want to thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow when the Beast play host to the Brampton 45s in the 3rd game of this tournament. And as we say with every game, Elvis has left the building.